we have a little bit different of a project. We are putting together a new sewing studio and wanting to change some things around about it and put some new things in there. So what we're going to do is something we've already got hanging at the shop that I want in the studio as well, is this right here. These are canvas boards like this. They started out like this. We took an old pattern like this and we're going to cut the top off and put it onto this canvas, and the outcome will look like this, and I'm going to show you how to do it. But first I want to get the camera down to where you can see it a little bit better. Okay, here we are. What we need to get started is the blank canvas, an old pattern. Now I have plenty of new patterns too, but for this project I want it to look old, so I don't want a new pattern for this. So I'm going to take this and very carefully cut the edging and cut the front off. I still got a bunch of patterns I'm preserving at the house like this, but I've got enough to where it won't bother me to cut a couple up to put this, because these are going to be cute. So we're going to cut that front off, put the pattern to the side. I'm going to cut this off too, just so it's flat. Then I'm going to put it right here onto my canvas. I'm going to take some Mod Podge. Now we sell all of this here at the shop, so if you need any of it, we've got it. And we're going to put our brush down in it. And we're just using a sponge brush. I'm going to wet the board. And by wetting the board, it's just basically giving it something to tack down to. I've put a rag, a towel under this, because I don't want my cutting mats messed up. I don't want to have to clean them off. So that's what we did there. Then we're going to put this in the center, and that's pretty much tacking it down with that Mod Podge. Now, if I'd have had a skinnier brush that would have fit in this bottle, it would have been a little bit better. There you can see what it's called. But this will work just as well. I'm going to hold this in place because I don't want it to move while I'm doing this. And then I'm going to Mod Podge this down. And when you put this stuff, it's really called Mod Podge. I don't know why I've always called it Mod Podge. But when you put this Mod Podge down on a surface like this, it looks cloudy. That's how it always does. It will dry clear because this right here had it on there, and see how clear it is? You don't see it anymore. So we're going to do this, and I'm going to put a very good coating on it because I don't want it going anywhere. I'm just brushing it all over the surface. This stuff cleans up really well. I just didn't want to go through the hassle of cleaning it up, so that's why I got the rag. That way the washing machine can do the work for me instead of me cleaning it up. And now, they look kind of cloudy. See that? Let me do it so you can see it better. See how cloudy it looks? It's not going to dry that way. We're going to leave it, and we're going to let it dry and come back and assess it and see if we need to do another coat or if that's enough. So for now, we're going to stop. We're going to clean off the edge of our bottle for first. Scrape any unused back into the bottle. Wash this sponge. And then wash the outer bottle, let this dry, and we'll come back to it. Well, we're back. They've had time to dry, and here is the finished product. There's one. We went ahead and did 4 at a time because that's how many we wanted to hang. And 4. So now we are done. Now I will preface by saying it only took an hour or so for them to dry, But keep in mind, we live in Alabama and it is hot. So depending on where you live, it might take a little bit longer, but I didn't think an hour was long for this project to be done and ready to be hanging on the wall. So you guys need to try this. You need the supplies. They are at our website at SewCharmingQuiltShop.com, and we are getting more in as we have been selling some. So if you don't see them, whenever you do go look, check again, because we'll get more back in. And one thing before we go, I want to show you what ours look like that's hanging on the wall. We had these 4 that we just did, but we also had them already on the wall. So let's go over and look at those. So here's what ours look like on the wall. And now we've got those other 4 for a different wall, a different area. So we are ready to hang them. And that is as easy as this project is. Literally about an hour of making and drying, and you're done. Inexpensive project to do, cute project to do, and easy project to do. So try it, let us know what you think, and until next time, happy quilting.